Looking for a place to go boondocking in the Gila wilderness? Want to be close to fishing? Are you into bird watching? Like to go hiking? Like to visit historic sites? Come along, let me show you North Star Mesa. It's a beautiful day out there. Time to explore. Welcome viewers, just entered the Gila National Forest in New Mexico. We're traveling up New Mexico Route 35 North, and it's a Friday afternoon and we seem to be in a convoy. And where we're heading for is our dispersed camping spot up off of North Star Road. Basically we're boondocked up on North Star Mesa. Now, the road through the National Forest, you can see, paved two-lane state road. This is no problem to travel. And what you're going to be looking for as you're going up the road, and I'll give you GPS coordinates for all the turns and everything in the description down below. But you're going to be looking for North Star Road. The only problem is the sign post for North Star Road is no longer there. So you have to make a guess. Where is North Star Road? Well, we're coming right up to it here. And we're happy to see everybody else is going elsewhere. So there's where the signpost should be. There's the post, there's the stop sign. Just turned on to, I guess, Forest Road 150, North Star Road. Obviously somebody was out collecting firewood. Now, this road, pretty good, but you can see you're going to have sharp curves the next 10 miles. We brought our 14-foot camper up here without a problem. I'm a little nervous about taking it out, and you'll see why. We're going to be climbing up onto the Mesa, which means we got to come down off the Mesa when we leave, and that's steep, it's curvy, but the road is good, so that's no problem. And here we are basically climbing up the Mesa. A little bit of washboarding, wide enough at places for vehicles to pass each other, so that's no problem. But you're climbing up to about 7,000 foot till you're done. And this is where the curves are going up to the Mesa. Just pay attention here a little bit in case somebody surprises me coming the other direction. But I'm not in fourth wheel drive, driving a Ford F-150. I don't even get a shot there of the views, but you can see how we're climbing here. Got to the top, pretty much the top of the Mesa. You know, drop off on both sides. And let me tell you, where we are boondocked, dispersed camping, whatever you want to call it, I don't think there's anybody within miles of us. And here they give you a nice place to pull off with a nice overlook. One of these days we're driving here, I'll stop and include some pictures of what you can see off there, so you can get an idea of how high up we are. But as I said, we're isolated. You just say no cell phone service or anything like that. But we have Starlink, and Starlink's been working great. So you can see some washboarding, not that bad. This truck has so much torque, it wants to jump around sometimes. But as I said, I just had a two-wheel drive right now. And what you're going to find, there are dozens of places to boondock up here. You want to disperse camp, you have a lot of different opportunities. There's a lot of minor service roads cutting off here. And right there's a spot you could do on the right there. Not a great spot, but a spot. But the reason we like our spot is we are off the road. You can hear cars going by. And at night you can see their lights. But I think you can't see us from the road, because you got trees blocking us and stuff. So very secluded, isolated, nobody around. The only sounds you have at night are the insects, the birds, the wind. We're doing this late July, last week of June, first week of July 2023. And right now they're having, this is the Continental Divide Trail is along here. They're actually having a bicycle race on the Continental Divide Trail. So we've seen one bicycle. I think they're going from Canada down to Mexico. There's a great boondocking stop spot off to the right there. Fire circle all ready to go. Easy to turn around. And we found where we're at by a combination of Google Maps, Google Earth, probably checked out Campendium. And the site turned out a little different than we expected, but it was right where we expected. And we used Gaia GPS, so I downloaded the map of the area to my tablet, and Melody's sitting to my right there. We just keep making sure we were on the right trail, on the right road, and trying to figure out where we wanted to turn. And we're coming up to it pretty soon. Now, take notice. Oh, they put up a sign for the heliport. There's actually a helicopter landing spot to the left there. And take notice of that sign, permit required to cut or remove firewood. To actually find where we're boondocking, be aware of that sign. Because I'm pretty sure it's the first left, but we're going to wait and see.
Yeah, it's the first one after helipad.
Yeah, Melody's saying it's the first one after the helipad. And this road keeps going. There's a number of camp. And look at that. I just wanted to show you another place you can go boondocking there, because I just missed my turn. So that's why you need to be careful doing this. So I was too busy talking.
Yeah, that's actually the path down to the tank.
Yeah, there's a tank down that road. I'll throw up a picture or two of it. We walked down there the other day. Now, this is a Forest Service road. Something 079. Now we had the Gila National Forest map, the big map, not the book one with individual pages. But this forest road is not listed on there. And once again, we're getting a little rougher here, a little more challenging. But I'm still in two-wheel drive. I've yet to put it in four-wheel drive, and that was even pulling the trailer in this past Monday. And when you have this tree in the middle, you always want to take the right-hand side. There's ditches. And then you come up to the sign that says 4201. Once again, not on the maps. But you can go down to the left here. There's boondocking opportunities. And I tell you what that sign down there says, except that one's faded. So we're just back here. So you can see we're kind of off the road. And this is where we're set up. Now you can do a circle around here. And I'm going to get out and walk around with the camera there. That what we did is just did a circle. And that is where the trailer is basically a perfectly level site. It's a 1/4 inch off. Okay, so let me get the truck parked, get out, get the camera, and show you around a little bit. So let me give you a walkthrough of our boondocking site. You see that sign right there? It says 4201. Then you walk up a little bit this way. Then you have another sign down in the distance. And I'll put the title in for what that is. Motor vehicle usage maps. The National Forest maps say this road does not exist, but it makes a great boondocking stop. So you can see it's about, what, 30 yards up this road, and the road ends. Sorry for the sunbeam coming through, but so here's where we are. Now, this road, you got a great turnaround here. It's easy to circle. And when we first showed up, they had one very good fire ring and another fire ring. I wasn't in such good shape, that were right here. And we just really did not like all the grass right around the fire ring. So I tore down those fire rings. And you can see, before I forget, firewood, not a problem. You can run fires all day long here. And what I did was bring all the rocks over here and make this fire ring. You can see we got a little bit of a fire going. We're right there. Did this fire ring, which is in the middle of the road, where you can turn your campers, your RVs around. And just walking around here, and this is the road that goes through. So you can see it's very simple to do a turnaround here, and that's the view. Now if you look at it on Google Earth, it's going to look like these are just bushes. They can see the mountain, so we're a little disappointed with the view, but that was only based upon our expectations. And there I have a trail cam set up. Trying to avoid getting in front of the trail cam, get enough pictures of myself. And there's where we set up our outdoor shower, where we park the truck. I'll just give you a view over in this area. And we're actually on a mesa here. Now we're at the very tail end of the mesa. So on the other side, there's a drop off. And it's pretty flat off into that direction. You can walk probably, maybe a mile before you get to the drop off. And there are boondocking sites down that road. And there's plenty of places. If you want to do dispersed camping in the Gila wilderness, this is the way to do it. And that's just our setup. They're calling for rain, so we put up a temporary canopy. And this is the end of June. Weather's been low 90s during the day, 50s at night. We've been sleeping with the windows open. And it's just a beautiful place. And the nice thing, I don't think anybody's camped within miles of us. So very secluded. So that's just the walk around. Well, I hope you enjoyed looking around, finding about our boondocking site here in the Gila wilderness for fishing. 10 mile down the road, Lake Roberts. Boat ramps, the whole shooting match. If you're into hiking, I would recommend this. Hiking New Mexico's Gila Wilderness. I'll try to remember to put a link down below. No, I don't have an Amazon associate or account or anything like that. It's just, if you're into backpacking, long hikes, it's a great book, but there's enough short hikes in there, the 3 to 6, 8 mile hikes, to see some really good stuff. Bird watching, we must have had 10 different birds that my Merlin, that bird identification, heard up around this area. Went to the Gila cliff dwellings, went to a nice museum that talked about the Native Americans that settled here. And I'll make up a playlist and put it in the channel of all the things that we did here. What did it come out to? 9 nights, 10 days, end of June. Today is July 4th. We're packing up, heading back to Tucson tomorrow. It's really a great location. And the best part, I should have said this at the beginning, there is no one within miles of us. All you hear are birds, insects, and the occasional helicopter. There's a couple fires up north in the Gilas, and the local ranger station. There's a heliport maybe a mile down the road. I don't think anybody's been using it, but every so often we've had helicopters go out. Every so often you'll hear a car out on North Star Road, but no one's come back this road. You can't see us from the road. No one really knows that we're here. We're on a road that doesn't exist on maps. It's just a great boondocking spot. And if you're interested in this particular spot, if you want to be by yourself, it's great. But I'm just looking around, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I bet you could get 6 rigs in here. I'm not talking about big class A's, but if a group of people want to meet up someplace, this is a great site for it. And if you are interested in other sites, there must be 24 established boondocking sites off of North Star Road. There must be 50 spots where you could boondock. And when I say established places, I'm talking about having a fire circle and things like that. Some of the other forest roads that go off, you have, I don't want to say unlimited, but numerous places you can go boondocking right in this area. And I'll tell you right now, I like 35. There's 2 main roads going through the Gila wilderness, 35 and 15. 15 is much narrower. You're going to be climbing a lot more hills. We drove the entire, between going down to Silver City, going up to the cliff dwellings, we drove all of 15. I'm glad we picked 35 instead of 15. You had just as good of access to get to things here, but the road is so much better. So I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, hey, we're planning another trip in about 2 to 3 weeks, and we'll have more videos. Hit that subscribe button. It's nice if you give the video a thumbs up, maybe leave a comment. And if you want to, and I tend to do the videos in groups. I'll get home to Tucson, and there's going to be like 8, 9 videos from what we did here. And then I'll go 2 to 3 weeks without doing a video because it just doesn't work. We're so busy. I actually am working while I'm out here doing online work for the colleges I work at. So to make the videos here and put them out like every Monday doesn't work. So what I'm getting at is try to hit that notification bell, and that way you'll know, well, the Gotwald's having another trip done. More videos to see. Again, thank you for watching, and may you have a blessed day.